Good morning and welcome to NASDAQ Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at NASDAQ. Joining me at the market site in Times Square with Rachel Rennick. She's the CEO of Wethos. We're going to take a look at a company being led by women and women in technology. Rachel, it's great to have you with us at Market Site. Tell us more about Wethos, a women-led tech company.
Sure, yeah. So Wethos is a company that creates curated marketing teams for nonprofit organizations and businesses. And essentially, we take freelancers that are distributed all across the U.S. and we pair them together to create custom teams based on what a company needs.
So does this replace marketing creative teams, or is it a complement to their existing strategy?
It's definitely a complement. We definitely see the teams as having the ability to sort of scale somebody up or really augment the staff that already exists. And you know, if you look at a lot of job descriptions today for marketing roles, they're a little overwhelming. You have to have a background in design and copy and strategy, and you have to know social media and platforms. And really that requires 3-4 people sometimes. So we really see ourselves as somebody who can supplement the in-house staff and help them distribute some of that work so that they can be more successful in it.
Do you think content creation is only going to continue to grow as companies try to connect with their customers in a better way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to me, it doesn't even necessarily need to be categorized as content at this point, just because, you know, when you look at Gen Z, I mean, this is how they communicate, through visuals, through video, through text, through GIF. And so this is going to be the new sort of form of how we communicate with people, with customers, whoever those people might be.
All right, so now you have done a lot of work with Goodwill, Charity Water, Human Rights Watch. ESG it's increasingly becoming part of corporate strategy, from Fortune 500 companies all the way down to startups. Are you seeing the same type of thing with the projects that you're working on?
Definitely. I think there is sort of a growing segment that we kind of call like the ethical enterprise. And that is not even necessarily a company that has a social impact mission, but is being ethical in the way that it runs. And that can be everything from diversity to how it treats its workers, to where it gets its supplies. And that is really a growing segment. And it's growing because we think that the consumers are really the ones that are demanding it. So we think that this is going to be a space that is only going to continue to expand. And we hope that it does, because obviously that's better for the world at large.
All right, what other brands and B2B startups are you looking to expand into?
Yeah, so we're really looking for brands and companies who are looking for a new sort of innovative solution to what they normally would do, and people who really want to tap into a multifaceted team that can move fast and sort of keep up with this rapidly evolving landscape that we have in digital. So anything from, you know, B2B, data-driven like startups, to remote startups, to ethical enterprises, our doors are open and we would love to talk.
All right, so Wethos is all women-led. How important is it to continue to encourage young women to get into STEM positions, and what can the industry be doing more of?
Yeah, it's super important. I think women are doing a lot, and I think that's amazing. And I think that it's really up to everybody else to create an environment for us to really thrive in. And so, you know, my advice to women, generally speaking, is just trust yourself and trust your gut. And I think my advice to the rest of the industry is open those doors and really create an environment where we feel comfortable and where we can thrive and where we get the benefit of the doubt the same way that anybody else does. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of women just want to be taken seriously.
Yeah, it would be great if we could get to a point someday where, over the next couple generations, where it's not like a women-led company, where that's such an amazing thing, where it's just like, you know, this person's great in technology. It has nothing to do whether they're women, men, or whatever, but just for all of us to be great at something.
Yeah, I would love that, and I think that's what we want, right? Like, we just want to be taken seriously, and we just want to run our businesses, and we want to have the same opportunities that everybody else does.
Rachel, thank you so much for joining us at Market Site.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at NASDAQ.